Hey lovelies, welcome back for another journal session, and welcome if you're new. My name is Tyla. Today we're focusing on two powerful themes, which are releasing what no longer serves us and reclaiming our power. These two go hand in hand because when we let go of the old, we create space to step back into the fullness of who we're meant to be. So let's start with our first question, which is, what is one belief, habit, or situation that you know deep down is time to let go of? This question is really powerful because if we're being honest, most of the time we already know that thing that's holding us back. Sometimes we often push it to the side, avoid it, or make excuses for it, but deep down we have that feeling of knowing that we're supposed to let it go and that it just does not serve us anymore. It can be a limiting belief, it can be a habit, it can just be ways of living or thinking. And the thing about letting things go that don't serve you is that you don't have to just cut them off overnight. Sometimes it is a process, and sometimes it's more about awareness. So just being honest with yourself on paper is the first step, because when you name it, you start taking away the power that it has over you. And the thing about carrying around what no longer serves you as well is that it's like carrying a bag of heavy bricks. And the longer that you hold on to that, the heavier you feel. And the crazy part is that a lot of those bricks aren't even yours. They're just old stories, patterns, or maybe even other people's expectations. So don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Just gently ask yourself what it is that you know in your heart is time to let go of. And as well, here's a little tip. Sometimes we're afraid to let go because we don't know what we'll replace it with. But the truth is that letting go creates space as well. So it does open up doors for peace, clarity, and alignment to come in. You can't always fully step into your power if your hands are full of what's draining you. So make sure that you write it all out, be real with yourself. And even if you're not ready to release it completely today, just saying it out loud or on paper is a beautiful start. So that brings us on to question number 2. What emotions come up when you think about releasing it? This question is super important because letting go isn't just about the action, but it's also about the feelings that come with it. And a lot of the times when we think about releasing something, it stirs up fear, sadness, and guilt. So that's completely normal. So I just want to throw that out there. It's definitely like grieving a part of yourself or grieving the comfort of something familiar, even if it wasn't good for you. You might feel scared of the unknown. You might feel sad about what you've invested or just the memories attached. And you might even feel resistance, like a little voice inside saying, but what if I need this? Or what if I can't do better? And those feelings are completely valid. Those are some things that often come up when it's time to release something. So I want you to also give yourself permission to actually feel them instead of pushing those feelings down. And I always say this when it comes to our journal sessions, to make sure that you're always being 100% transparent and honest, and do not censor yourself. Let it all come up, the fear, the hope, the grief, and the relief. So make sure that you are writing out your emotions raw, because the emotions that come up will really show you where you need compassion and where you need courage as well. So remember that emotions are just energy in motion, and feeling them does not make you weak. It means that you're human. It means that you care. And every emotion that you release creates more room for peace, joy, and alignment. So whatever you find that comes up or that did come up when you wrote out your answer to this question, make sure that you are meeting yourself with gentleness, and you don't have to rush the process. Your healing is allowed to take its time. Next question is, how has holding on to this kept you from fully stepping into your power? Sometimes we don't even realize how much space something is taking up in our life, whether that's mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. So really think about that. Every time that you cling to something that's no longer serving you, you're blocking yourself from fully stepping into your glow, your purpose, and your next chapter. It slows you down, it drains your energy, and it keeps your hands too full to grab onto the blessings that are waiting for you. Holding on can also really keep you stuck in cycles of doubt and fear, or even people pleasing. So really ask yourself, if I weren't holding on to this, what could I step into instead? Next question is, where in your life have you been giving your power away without realizing it? So often we don't even notice the little ways in which we hand our power over. So it can be in any way that you say yes when you mean to say no, or any way that you notice that you are draining yourself of your energy, when you really need to be reserving it and pouring back into you. And sometimes it even happens in the smallest habits too, like doubting yourself or putting your dreams on the back burner and pouring into everybody else, putting yourself last. Those little choices really do add up, and before you know it, you're running on empty and wondering why you feel so disconnected from yourself. So with becoming aware of where you've been giving away your power, it's not about beating yourself up, but about reclaiming that power. And once you start journaling about this and getting it out onto paper, it might also make it a lot easier to see the patterns, which is another reason why I like journaling. So when you see it, you can shift it. And some great things to ask yourself are, how can you choose you in this moment? And how can you show up for yourself in the way that you show up for everyone else? Reclaiming your power is about coming back home to yourself, your voice, your boundaries, your desires, and your truth. And it's also about remembering that your life is yours to lead and nobody else gets to steer unless you hand them the wheel. Next question is, when have you felt the most powerful, confident, and aligned, and what contributed to that feeling? Sometimes when you're feeling low, lost, or down, or just not like yourself, it can get so easy to fall into those feelings and get lost in that. So what I always like to do is look back on certain moments in my life and periods of time where I really felt my best, and the habits or the things that I was doing on a day-to-day that really helped me to stay in that energy. And this strategy always has helped me, because when I think about all the times when I've been in a low place or just not feeling like myself, giving my power away, I notice that I usually fall off of all of my routines. I'm not doing the things that really help me to feel inspired, motivated, and that makes a big difference. And a lot of the times it adds to that continuous cycle of you feeling powerless, hopeless, and not like your best self. So when you think about those moments when you really felt your best, don't just write about what happened, but really dig into why you felt that way during that time. So was it the people that you were surrounding yourself with? Was it the way that you spoke kindly to yourself maybe, or a new routine, a leap of faith? And these reflections matter because they show you the blueprint, and it reminds you that the version of you that feels powerful, confident, and aligned isn't just some far off dream. It already exists within you, and because of the fact that you've been that person before, you can always return to that again. Confidence isn't just about how you look, it's also about how you show up for yourself, and alignment isn't about everything being perfect. It's just about you choosing to live in a way that honors who you are. Power does not come from control, it comes from trust. So trusting yourself, trusting your path, and trusting that you're worthy of the life that you desire. And last but not least, what new habits, thoughts, and actions can you step into that make you feel empowered? So to end this session, we're shifting our focus from just letting go of the old to actually creating the new. Empowerment isn't just about doing things perfectly, but it's more so about making small, consistent choices that align with the person that you're becoming. So what habits could you add that would make you feel stronger, more grounded, and more in control of your life? Something that I definitely have been incorporating a lot lately are affirmations and subliminals, especially in the morning and at night and even throughout my day. It definitely really helps to shift your mindset and your beliefs. And sometimes it's not just your habits, it's your thoughts too. Sometimes the most empowering thing that you can do is catch yourself in the middle of negative self-talk and choose a different narrative. So instead of I can't, shifting that to I'm learning. And instead of I'm behind, shifting that to I'm on my own timeline. Those little mindset shifts really do add up and make a huge difference. So that wraps up today's journal session. I really do hope that these prompts gave you the space to release, reflect, and step deeper into your power. So do remember this: letting go is an act of self-love, and every time that you choose yourself, you're aligning with your highest path. So keep showing up for you, keep giving yourself grace, and trust that every version of you and what you're becoming is already proud of how far that you've come. So until next time, peace out and much love.